Welcome to the Women in Cloud Cloud Job series. We are excited to have you here. Today, we really are focusing on the AI proficiency for career growth. And we are the presenting sponsors for us is Microsoft. And we are really excited to have Nandita, Sharon, and Julian be here to help you educate on how to really drive the AI proficiency. If you're here for that, great. The next 1 hour will be jam-packed interaction. For anyone in the room who's new to Women in Cloud, put new in the chat for us. Okay, so all the people who are new to Women in Cloud, welcome. We are very excited to have you here. I am Chaitra Vedalapalli. I'm the moderator for today. I'm the president of Women in Cloud. Very excited to have you here. A little bit about Women in Cloud, who we are. We are an economic development organization focused on creating $1 billion of economic access for women entrepreneurs and professionals by 2030 through the partnerships. And we really are integrated with the UN strategic goals. And also we have created a powerful platform for you to accelerate as industry leaders. So the areas that we focus on is workforce and leadership development. So you can actually be successful in a $7 trillion market. The way we do it is providing you scholarships on the technical certification scholarship, which is focused on AI, cyber, and cloud. And from leadership is really helping you build your executive gravitas. And from an economic development, if you're a business owner, basically we do want to ensure that you have a co-sell go-to-market with hyperscalers. And then from a policy development and advocacy, ensuring that we are representing each one of you. So Irene, if you are having issues with audio, please refresh the screen. You will be able to hear us. So what's today's agenda? We have like a lot of cool things that we have stuff for you. We want to really go through helping you understand what the WIC Skills Ready Challenge is, understand the applied skills, and then we'll do a lot of Q&A with the speakers so that you are exactly ready for how to take that challenge and really get the credentials for AI. So before we get started, I want to make sure you are actively engaged. I want to see if you can do it. In the chat, use an emoji to share what you want to learn today. So when you're typing a message, there is a word called as GIF. Find a GIF and share what you want to learn. Because if you can communicate with us, we can communicate with you better. So let's give it a try. Okay, look at that. We have few cool things coming out. We have technology, World Brain Day. How do I do that? Amazing. Let's chat GPT. Do it again. We have to make it easier. Absolutely. So that's the goal. So as part of the work today, you will know if you have any questions, use the Q&A tab on your right side. And please go ahead and put all the questions because we will answer that. But the news for today is the Icons trailer that you were seeing has been qualified for Oscars, and it is part of the Holly Shorts Festival. It's going to be screened. So congratulations to all of you for making this possible. And this particular movie will have a digital screening soon. So keep an eye for what's coming through the, the events calendar. So please subscribe to the events calendar so you can be invited to be part of the celebration. Then we also have is the awards finalist announced. So congratulations to all the Empower Her Access Award finalists. It was amazing. So we really saw some amazing nominations. To congratulations to all the 45 people who actually got into the top finalists. So the celebration is happening this Friday. If you're coming, please come and say hello to us. Okay, now let's talk about promotions, right? When it comes to promotions, Most of you want to know, why don't I get it? Or I want to get it, but I don't know why. So put it in the chat for me. When it comes to promotion, why do managers promote their employees? You're here to learn about promotions. I want to give you some secret on that. So when it comes to promotion, why do managers promote their employees? Retention, beautiful, to keep them. Managers look for adaptable people who are dedicated to personal. Look at that, increased responsibility. They can solve the larger problem and to retain and productive activity and help them grow their skills. So here are the 5 reasons why the managers are looking to promote someone. First, they always, always, always promote the people to fit the culture, and then they can collaborate with you at any given minute of the time. If that cultural fit and collaboration doesn't happen, usually they don't last longer. So think about the collaboration that they have. Do they like to inspire you, or they like to control you, or they want to do it? It's really the company's culture. You have to fit into that. The second one is the leadership alignment with them and a proactive initiative. Like that means you're very proactive to take initiative about any topic and you're leading that. They don't have to tell you that you have to do that. You are motivated to lead and you're aligning on the direction of what you could execute. And when they give you that project, they can be confident, they can trust you, they know that you will get it to the end goal, and you will also make them look very, very good. The third one is the performance and the momentum. This means you're performing well and you're driving a very positive momentum in there. Most of the employees go to the manager and say, I performed really well. I did all this stuff. But if you didn't have the first 2, none of the things really matter, because they are looking for that collaboration with them. They're looking for proactive initiative to really lead some of the most complex. The fourth one is the strategic needs. Are you meeting the corporate or the company's strategic needs? Are you working on those scorecard metrics that move the needle, drive the momentum? And the fifth one, which is where I got to learn when I was at Oracle, is triple skills mastery. That means you just don't have mastery on one, you have mastery on 3 topics. That means you can be versatile, you can be adaptable, and that means you can really move the needle for it. So the triple mastery can be you have business skills, technical skills, and finance skills, or you have leadership, you have partnership, and AI skill. So today what we want to do is help you really gain the AI mastery skills so you know how to get that one. Are you here for that? That's why we are here, to really teach you that mastery around the AI. The next question for you is, when it comes to triple skills mastery, what are your top 3 skills that you bring to the table? I love the emojis. Keep going that. What is your 3 skills that you bring to the table? Go put it in the chat for me, because I want to know, what do you bring? Because we may be looking for people. Go ahead. What are your triple skills mastery that you bring to the table? Yes, Pooja, go for it. Let's do it. Tell me. Look at that, Denise. Leadership, strategy, marketing and product management, leadership strategy and global impact. Look at that. Creative, communication, challenge, problem solving, efficiency building. Beautiful. Look at that. Communication, conflict resolution. Oh my God, this is moving so fast. I love it. Communication, market, problem solving, innovation and enhancement. I want to see who has AI in their mastery. If you're not, by the time in next 4 weeks, you will have the AI mastery in your stuff. Look at it. We have photography, web design, and AI, customer obsession, collaboration, and cloud space. This is very cool that you do have 3 skills mastery. Now, what are the 3 strategic strategies for promotion planning? Very, very simple, especially in the $7 trillion market. You need to have a narrative crafting. That means you creatively weave your powerful narrative around your promotion, emphasizing the transformative impact of your product or cutting edge AI technologies behind it. So think about it. If you have this collaboration, communication, and business intelligence, as Vivian talks about, craft a very powerful narrative on what you can do when you have AI with it, right? That's your promotion strategy. That is your narrative for that. Second, gain the AI mastery. Position yourself as an AI expert in your industry or within your company and implement those insights, case studies, and success stories related to it. Gain that skill. It takes 4 to 6 weeks because the fundamentals you have already. And last one is community contribution. You have to get seen. The best way to get seen is when you can come within the community and engage in activities like webinars, workshop, industry conference, where you are sharing your knowledge and contributing for the broader industry momentum that is happening. Is that helpful for you to understand why do managers promote and 3 strategic strategies for promotion? If you like it, put promotion in the chat so I know you understood. Okay, let's do it. There you go. And you can use emojis too. Love it. Perfect. Now, you're here for AI. I want to kind of talk about what is happening from the hiring imperative. Everything that is taking the center stage is around AI, but the aptitude of AI. Leaders are not going to hire or promote someone who do not have AI skill. That's the reality. You have to have it. It is a fundamental technology skill you need to have in every industry, not just one. And then there's a hidden talent shortage that we are seeing. Next slide, please. And the reason why there is a talent shortage is because a lack of access to an industry-approved AI curriculum, certification, credentials, and a community. That's a one big area. And how many of you feel that way? Just say lack of access for you if you have that one in your life. If that's the case, we're going to solve that today. Second is they're not unable to demonstrate the project-based skills and credentials to managers and hiring managers. That's the second reason, right? Because you don't know. If they don't know you can do it, they won't give you that opportunity, right? So that's the one. Third is time-consuming certification process. It's long. Some of the things take 9 months, 12 months. Nobody has time for that right now. You want to go fast. So we are going to address that problem today too. And the fourth one is unable to find time and money to develop your skills or my skills. So those are kind of the reason why there is a hidden talents shortage. And we are really addressing that to really ensure you have an opportunity, okay? So what we said is, what if we solve this? And if we create a lifetime opportunity for you, which helps you future-proof your career with AI skills. So you get your mastery in AI. Also gamify it so you can really achieve your credential and save money and prizes. And then join the top AI-ready professional in the network. Who is ready for me? Just say who wants to participate with me. Put it in the chat. I am. Go ahead. Just say I am. Whoever is ready, put it in the chat. Look at that. With that in mind, we do have the opportunity created for you, which is a lifetime opportunity. It's the WIC Skills Ready Challenge. Next slide, please. And this challenge is really created to provide you access to the verifiable credential, making sure that you have that real world skills. You get to earn your Microsoft Applied Skills credential in AI in just weeks. Some of you have actually done in 3 to 4 days. And the value that is $4,500 value. And that's the underwriting we are doing for you. If you are in, we are in with you. And we have gamified it. We want to make sure it's fun. You get to be part of a community and make it happen. And then you have exclusive access to getting spotlights. You get to speak at the event. You get to network with recruiters and also be invited to the WIC project. So this is available for all of you. How cool is that? Are you excited? Just say excited that you have this opportunity because we solved all the problems. So you go from hidden talent to being a known talent in the market. Now, how do you participate in it? Before I bring in all the Microsoft execs here, first you have to submit your application. If you have not, you have to do it. It won't be just, you can just go and get it. Second, you are going to a credentialing phase. You have to earn that Microsoft applied skills credential using the Microsoft Learn platform. It's very simple, easy to use. And then we go into the engagement phase where you are going to get engaged, you're recognized, you are celebrated to have access. Laurie, since you have done your MS Learn and Coursera, and both formats are great, I want to get you on the stage at the later moment. Stay tuned, okay? So I'll get you on. Okay, so how do you submit your application? Very simple. Go to the landing page. The link will be shared. And then click apply. Take 10 minutes to submit. The tips for getting a best case. Not everybody gets approved because it is a value and you won't be able to kind of just go and get that credential. So be authentic. Share why you need this opportunity. Tell us what will you accomplish by completing this goal. And any questions, send it to WICskilling@womenincloud.com. Yes, it is a program is free for you, so please apply that. Okay. Now, what is available in this credential? There are 4 credentials that are available in this particular challenge. One is building a natural language processing language with AI, Azure AI language. Second one is creating an intelligent document processing solution with Azure AI. The third one is developing generative AI solutions with Azure OpenAI service. The fourth one is migrate SQL Server workloads to Azure SQL database. In future, we are working on bringing the cyber and other credentials that can help you really acquire the skills so that you can get that promotion, you can achieve your mastery. Once you're accepted into the program, next slide. Basically, there is an invitation sent if you're approved and you get to access a private network. We'll do the demo later in the day or later in the hour. And then you have to follow the get started process. It's a very structured process. Then you activate your access for the MS Learn. And to really stand out in our ecosystem to get all other access, because our access is based on how you contribute, how you grow, how you do your work. Nobody is going to give you things on the plate if you don't really put in your effort. So make sure you are remembering, you get through the steps one by one. And if you're stuck, let us know, we'll get you there. So invest time to getting through the get started section, take action, create an account, block your calendar, listen and practice, take assessment and earn your credential. Time block that work because you have to time block. Otherwise, you'll never finish this credential. So make it happen. Submit your weekly accountability progress with us, saying that how you're progressing, communicate with us and be active and become engaged. Any questions, you can send it to WICskilling@womenincloud.com. And by doing the work, other opportunities will open for you. Okay. Now, there's a challenge. We talked about gamification. You can go get the credential, no problem, but we also have prizes. So every month, we actually award people who are completing their credentials, and they have to submit their completed credentials. We pick the winners, and then we provide them special benefits for them if they win. So going to the next slide is... you go and submit your credential. The 4th Friday of every month at the Icons Live, we basically pick the winner. The winner who has earned 1 credential gets access to mock interview and coaching from Michelle Pruitt from Microsoft. So she's a director. She will help you kind of understand how to plan for your interview or even a promotion planning. You can have that conversation. If you have 2 credentials done, we'll have a resume review and coaching. And third, 3 credentials done, you have your LinkedIn profile, readiness, and coaching. So we are bringing the industry experts to help you get your LinkedIn profile, and you get to talk to them and get your LinkedIn profile to look like an icon, like a thought leader. Is that good? With that, I want to kind of just recognize the people who won in the June timeframe. And these are the winners who did so fast, so quick. So Manisha, Tishank, and Liu, congratulations for winning the June challenge and completing your credential. Fantastic work. You really deserve it. You really are moving the needle, not just for yourself, but for rest of the people. So this was this helpful to just learn about the WIC skilling? Yes, in the chat. Beautiful. Now let me bring Nandita Sampath. She's the director at Microsoft. She is leading the applied skills strategy. I want you to hear from her. She's been there at Microsoft for 18 years, one of the most talented human being I have met. And she shares the same passion of us, is to really develop people and be credentialed. But here are some fun facts about Nandita. She funded herself through the business school and also debt free. Amazing work. She bootstrapped the R&D site in Cambridge, and she was able to attract talent from Harvard and MIT. She mentors a lot of women to build a brand. She joins the rank of Debbie, Lauren, Nagma, and Nandita. All of them are working towards creating $1 billion of economic access in the workforce development side of our work. And with that, Nandita, welcome. Very excited to have you. And I'm going to hand over the baton to you.
Thank you so much, Chaitra, and thank you, Women in Cloud team. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having all of us here today. Welcome, everyone. And before we dive into this tech skills and innovations, I just want to acknowledge a common feeling among us. I saw the chat and this pressure to constantly do more to feel adequate in our careers, right? It's really important to understand that your capabilities and potential are immense. Embracing new technologies like AI and cloud computing is about empowering yourself and staying relevant, not just meeting external expectations, right? And so today I want to talk about the importance of AI skills in our rapidly evolving digital world. You know, continuous learning and skill development are essential, especially in artificial intelligence. And the tech landscape is shifting quickly, and AI and cloud technologies are transforming the way we work and live. And amidst all this change, it's easy to question if we're keeping up, right? And I want to reassure you that you have what it takes to thrive, right? At Microsoft, we empower you to with the tools and knowledge to succeed. Our certifications have been a gateway for skill development, and now we're expanding to include AI-specific credentials with applied skills. These new credentials will help you integrate AI into your digital transformation journey. So building AI capability and confidence is essential. You know, as you can see on the slide, IT hiring managers are consistently highlighting that having the right skills makes a difference, right? When you're equipped with AI skills, you can unlock the full potential of technology, driving innovation, achieving strategic goals, and we at Microsoft are dedicated to providing that resource so you can build and validate these critical skills. We're here to support you with that range of learning paths and credentials that validate your skills to match your career goals. So let's learn more about applied skills. And this is really about recognizing and harnessing the incredible potential within each of you. And so thank you for being here, and let's learn more about applied skills. So hopefully you guys can see the next slide. Yep, everybody's tracking with me. Okay. So applied skills is a new verifiable credential. It's scenario focused, and it's specific to the various in-demand topics that are very relevant to the job landscape today. They're obviously all oriented towards Microsoft products and services. And these verifiable credentials help you validate specific skills that you may need for your projects, for your organizations, to help them achieve their business goals and help you provide that specific skill set to them. So in a crux, what Microsoft Applied Skills does is it helps you validate knowledge in those specific skill sets. This credential is earned by passing a lab-based assessment. So you're essentially in a VM environment, validating your skills as close to real world as possible, showcasing that you know how to use the product, you know how to do those specific skill sets, and you earned a credential by passing that lab-based assessment, right? For example, there could be a scenario like develop an ASP.NET Core Web app, or you're building a solution with Azure AI services. So each of these applied skills credentials focus on those kinds of specific scenarios and help you learn more about it, how to use the product, how to apply yourself and your knowledge, and earn a credential around that. In terms of the benefit applied skills, right? You empower yourself, like Chaitra talked about earlier, right? You show a hiring manager or a manager, if you're already an employee today, you show them your skills and you show that you're ready for those new projects or a very interesting AI project that you want to participate in. And you strengthen your skills by gaining an applied skills, empowering yourself to do more. I also want to show you how you earn an applied skills credential. Now, the process to earn an applied skill credential is straightforward and flexible, right? You start with preparing with a self-paced learning path or instructor-led training, if that's your choice. When you're ready, then you take the assessment, which is a lab-based assessment, and it's online, it's available anytime. So whenever you're ready, you can start the assessment on Microsoft Learn, and complete the lab-based assessment. And then if you pass the assessment, you earn the credential that you can share on social media. Things that I'd like to call out here. This lab-based assessment does require you to sit through the entire assessment in one sitting. So make sure you're well prepared. Take the time to prepare and then start the assessment. However, if you don't pass the first time, that's okay. We do have a 72-hour retake policy. So you just have to wait 72 hours and then you can try and attempt the assessment again. It is a good idea, though, to take the time to prepare before you take the assessment so that you're done with it and you can proudly share your credential. The other thing I would highlight here as you take this journey with applied skills is there is a lab assessment FAQ when you reach that assessment section, and we will walk you through that shortly. Take the time to go through the FAQs. It's very important to set up your environment, make sure your internet is set up to the requirements, your system is all set up, and then sit for the exam. Just think of it as any other exam that you would prepare for, and make sure you are, sitting in that conducive environment before you get started. Then just walk through the set of tasks in the lab-based assessment. The way it works is you will be given a scenario as if you are working in a company X. And as part of that company, you have a specific role, and as part of that role, you have a bunch of tasks that you need to complete. As you complete through all those tasks, you will be scored on all of those tasks when you submit the assessment, and that tells you whether you passed or not. So it's a very exciting experience because you're doing the entire lab-based assessment in a VM environment, like I said, a virtual machine environment, which means you are literally using the product features and showing that you know and understand how to use those products and technologies. So before I pass it on to my colleague, I also wanted to address one of the questions I saw in chat, which was about, do you allow people with advanced degrees to participate? Yes, absolutely. Because applied skills is about upskilling. You know, even if you have a certification that you've taken in the past, the technology is changing so fast and so rapidly that you have to constantly upskill to stay on top of things. So regardless of whether you have a certification, whether you have a degree, the applied skills credentials are about creating these credentials around very in-demand topics. And so if you don't have that specific skill set, you should feel empowered to take an applied skill credential. I also want to call out that in terms of what do you do with an applied skills, like we often get that question, and whether you take it just as I need this specific skill set today because I want to do X project. Great, take an applied skill that's relevant to you, complete that, earn the credential, and showcase your readiness and confidence for that project. On the other hand, if you're preparing for a certification and that's your long-term vision, take an applied skills to help you prepare for the certification. Often we've heard feedback from learners that, taking a couple of applied skills that are kind of, related to the certification, it helps you prepare better for the certification. And then, like I said, lastly, even if you have a certification from Microsoft in the past, taking applied skills just enhances the depth of your skill set by going deep and by showing the application of the skills in product, like we just talked about. So there are very different combinations in how you can earn this applied skills credential. So what I'd like to do now is pass it on to my colleague, Julianne Petrau, who is a content developer for a lot of these applied skills credentials. And she focuses on data and AI credentials. So you're going to learn a lot from Julianne today. Over to you, Julianne. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Nandita. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to be here. So hopefully this session will be very helpful for all of you. So I'm Julianne. I'm a content developer at Microsoft. So I write content, technical content for the data and AI space. So if you have any questions, please ask along the way. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat, but I may skip a little bit, but the team will remind me of any questions if you have one. So we learned, Nandita explained to us what is an applied skills, why is it important. Everyone looks very excited to take it, which is great. So where do you find them, right? Not everyone maybe wants to learn about AI. Maybe they have other data skills they want to bump up, or even want to explore other applied skills. So how you start, where you can find them. So we're going to be sharing all those links with you. But this is our credentials landing page where you can we talk about Microsoft Apply skills. You can find more information. There is videos that you can see and watch. And the difference between an applied skills and a cert, a regular role-based cert. But what I would like to walk you through is this Browse Applied Skills button here. So when you click here, you're going to be directed to all the applied skills portfolio that we have in Microsoft Learn. So you can see here that there's not only AI applied skills, but you have data, you have developer, you have DevOps. So you can also start filtering for your interest. For example, we are talking about AI, right? We can see all those 6 applied skills already released and ready to go, so you can take advantage of them. So like we talked before, this is free. We don't charge anything. So you can just go there, explore, take the learning path. If you have experience, I walk you through it, how you can kind of fill the gap in your knowledge. If you have some experience but are not very confident. But just as an example, I'm going to take a almost brand new one, what was recently released, and I worked very close on this one, is a migrate SQL Server workloads to Azure SQL database. And you're going to see here that what I'm going to show you and present to you here, it's basically applies the same flow to each of these applied skills. So there's the learning path, there are the modules, the units, the exercise, the knowledge checks. All of that are available through all those applied skills. So I'm gonna highlight this one because it was recently released and it's a good showcase for you. So this is the landing page for these specific applied skills for this technology. And like Nandita said, it's very specific, very scenario specific. So sometimes there are people, they are DevOps, but they really want to tackle a specific project in their company that maybe belongs to another role, but because it fell on their shoes, they need to be ready for it. So that's why that's the beauty of applied skills, right? It's not attached to a role. If you want to get confidence and learn about it, everyone basically can take it. So you're going to see here, there is the take assessment. That's the assessment that Nandita was explaining to us, where you go through, this is a lab environment. It's like a virtual machine that's going to show up to you, and you're going to have all the tasks on a side panel, and then you kind of go through it and start doing the tasks. And at the end, you're going to receive a score. If you fail, you have 72 hours to retake it. And if you pass, you can start sharing in your social media. Um, but let's go a little bit deeper here. You can see here at a glance, you have the level. So this one is intermediate, which means you should have a little bit of experience with, for example, in this case, SQL Server and Azure SQL to take it. And there are the roles that are associated to it. But like we said, it's not really attached to any role because it's skills based. The subject, the product, does it relate? And then we talked about a little bit of overview. What does it do? What does it does? And then the tasks performed in that assessment. So down below, so you want to take an assessment, but like we said, I have, for example, you have a little bit of a gap in your knowledge and you are not very comfortable. Don't worry, we have you covered. So here we have the learning path where we have all the modules that you need to learn to be able to take that assessment. So everything that we cover in the assessment that you're gonna be tested, it's going to be covered the learning path and the modules. So it's everything here listed for you, which is great. So you just need, if you don't, so for example, you can decide to take just 1 or 2 modules. You don't need to take everything if you have a previous knowledge about one of other topic. So you choose what you need to learn. You decide how further you go to take the assessment. And like I said, if you don't pass it, don't be discouraged. 72 hours, you can take it again and you can take it again until you pass it. So it's a very great opportunity. So like I said, let's just dive in a little bit deeper. I'm going to take a module right here because I think it's important to show what a module looks like so you get familiarized with the style of it. So this is the kind of the cover of our module. And then here we have all those units we call learn units. And those are the main topics that we cover in that unit. But what I want to highlight here is this one. Every module will come with an exercise. So that this exercise, when you click on it, and when we click here, launch exercise, we're going to be redirected to a GitHub page. This GitHub page gets refreshed mostly every single day. Like, we do improvement, we fix bugs. So we are constantly, as content developers, my team, we are constantly looking into that. And you can even leave a feedback for us and say, oh, I think would be great if we include this and that. I think it's relevant, and we may consider that, and then including the exercise. So that's a great opportunity if you want to get more involved with the learn component of this initiative. So you have here the exercise, and you see here there's an expectation that it would take you 30 minutes. So you go through the steps, and it's really a step by step. We really guide you through. We want you to succeed. So we will teach you every single click that you need to do. And enable, disable, in this case, failing over and cleaning up. And if you need more information, we also provide extra links for you. So you can, do your own research and find more related to the topic. So, and on side of that, there is this GitHub page here is linked to this, where is actually that's what I was telling you, that you can open issues if you find any problem with that, or open pull requests if you really want to get involved more, or you can just consume the exercise as it is. So I think that is pretty much that I would like to highlight. And I'm gonna be sharing the links here. And so I see some questions asking about applied skills relevant to data engineer and data science. Yes, we do. Let me go back here. So for example, so we have the data warehouse one that was recently released. Implement data warehouse in Microsoft Fabric. We have data science one. You can basically use that main page to filter by the roles, and then you can find all the relevant applied skills. Nandita.
Thank you so much, Julianne, for that beautiful presentation. And I hope this made things easier for everyone in understanding how to use Microsoft Learn, how to explore and find the scenarios that are relevant to you. With that, I'd like to now introduce Sharon. Sharon is a trained Microsoft technical trainer. She actually teaches a lot of students like you who are trying to earn an applied skills credential, trying to navigate the technical landscape. And I'm sure she has ton of tips and tricks for all of you to set you up for success. So over to Sharon.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, I'm Sharon Bennett. I'm one of the technical trainers at Microsoft. I have been a technical trainer for many years. I have way too many certifications under my belt. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up. We're all enjoying this, right? Yes, good. That's what we want to hear. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, everybody's here. Awesome. I love it. Okay, so I'm here for tips and tricks. All right, what can you do to help you? And I've noticed a couple questions, and I've taken some notes, so we'll go through a couple of those. When you were asked, what's holding you back? Right, one of the ones that I saw right off top, time. Time is huge, right? It's finite. We only have so much of it. So a couple of my tips and tricks here for you for managing time, especially in these applied skills. We just saw the list of everything. Within those modules, it's an actual time is allotted. It will tell you. I'm looking at it. I can see when it says 58 minutes. Fantastic. I got 58 minutes I need to set aside. Do up an Excel spreadsheet. Put all the modules in it. Yes, it's done. Yes, it's done. Tell the kids. One of the other items people were mentioning, it could be a barrier with support. This needs to be a team sport. I did a lot of my heavy certifications when my kids were really, really young. And I told my other half, I'm going to the office on a Saturday, and said, you are looking after the children for the day. I'm gone. And so find people to help you, whether it's your partner, is it another sibling? Can you set up a support group among your peers? Those are things you can do. So those are my big ones. Like the big one's time. It really is. It is giving up this thing. Put it away. Give up the TV. And yeah, you may give up a little bit of sleep. I'm not a proponent of that, but sometimes you have to put those things first. Trust me, it pays off in the end. Time, money's always a big one. Microsoft's made that so much easier. All of these modules are online. They're free. We have exercises. You can go to GitHub and see a whole list. Case studies. I'm teaching SC100 today, security. And we have all the case studies right there. We have exam prep videos. So we actually have a trainer on video helping you, walking you through these. A couple of really dedicated or pointed questions. And I thought some of these are really, really good. So I'm going through these. One of these is for AI was, I'm not an engineer. Either am I. I've got a college diploma in technology that no longer exists. This is your opportunity to move forward. This is your opportunity to do the next thing to provide financial stability for yourself and your family. Take advantage of what is available to you. These applied skills are free. The material is free. What you get from this is you get that support system, right? You get that you can do it because it's hard. You could be doing this by yourself, all right? So find the group. If it's a skills challenge, leverage that. So no, you don't need to be an engineer. I'm not. I've learned AI. How much programming? I'm not an engineer. I'm a networking expert. That's where my background is. And so I've had to learn how to program. Yes, it's hard. And when I say I had to learn how to program, I did this in November, like a couple months ago. Okay, a little bit more than a couple months. I sat down, you make the time, and we have the tools in place. So not only do we have great Learn modules, you've got Copilot, you got ChatGPT. Those tools help you. Use the tools that are available, because part of when you're looking for these roles, as already been mentioned, we are looking for AI skills. And there's always that thing, well, Microsoft's taken my job away. No, Microsoft moved the cheese. You need to go find the cheese. You need to keep your skills up to date. That's what we do as professionals. So a couple other questions. Do I need to get a Microsoft Learn account? Yes, you should always have a Microsoft Learn account. This is your personal account. You own your learning. Your company does not. Okay, so, is there any anything upcoming for HR professionals? We have, I know this is outside the realm of applied skills, so I apologize, but this is really exciting. We do have a whole learning path on Copilot, so basically AI for enterprise, for IT professionals, for HR. There's one for sales, there's one for finance. So we already have all those. I will find a link and put it in for you. Those are fantastic. My daughter, who has her first job out of post-secondary, is leveraging those in her new job. Let's see. Do you have any opportunities to provide data analytics? So we have a whole bunch of data, and that was already talked to. Most of the time, modules don't contain videos. We have exam prep videos. Okay, so I think we're going to see. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I lied. We do now have a section in Learn for videos. I will find that and make sure it goes out. Let me take a note because I will forget because I get excited. Interesting primary concern. Okay, cloud security. I don't know. We have lots of security, but I don't know where that falls in this program. Okay, so, and I'm bumping the top of the hour, so I really, really want to make sure I'm mindful of the time here. So I could go on for days and hours if you let me, but I won't. Can it be? Okay. Okay, so Nadita, I think I'll pass it back to you. Short, sweet, to the point.
Thank you so much, Sharon. That was so exciting and fun to hear all the tips and tricks. But I'm actually going to hand this back to Chaitra now, who's going to host the Q&A session.
Sharon, I was amazed. You are an amazing presenter. I love it. You really know the audience and how to get them ready. And I completely agree. It's the time you have to invest in yourself. You have to make time for it. There's no other way. Before we get started in the Q&A, what was your takeaways with our community? I know they're sharing all emojis everywhere, asking a lot of questions. To all three of you, before we start the Q&A.
Well, I mean, it was amazing to see all the excitement. I think that is just so heartwarming. I love that all of you are, interested in going and trying these out. And, I completely 100% agree with Sharon that, you just got to make the time, take the effort. It may seem a little hard when you get started, but, once you build that habit, then it's just about repeating and repeating and repeating, and you will get there. The other thing I also want to call out is that the cool thing with applied skills is that it should take 1 to 4 weeks. Really depends on your skill level. So it's not a huge endeavor, right? So it is bite-sized, if you will, or a micro credential, people call it sometimes. But anyway, I just want to again just say I am so excited to see all your questions and your interest, and I wish you so much luck as you go ahead.
Thanks, Nandita, for opening up the door for our community. And Julia and Sharon, first time in the Women in Cloud community. Did you feel the warmth, the love?
Oh, yes. Even if we are remote, right? We are not in person, we can feel it for sure. I love those emojis and all the gifts that they shared was really priceless. And I love to share also what it takes, right? And how you can get there. Like Nandita mentioned, it may not be kind of easy depending on where you are in your learning journey, but hey, we have resources, right? We shared some video options. We share the learning modality that we have, the modules and the learning path. So hopefully you just need to, compromise. We need to compromise and to take it and get ahead of it. So thank you so much. I love it.
Thank you, Julian. Sharon.
This is awesome. It's been a long time since I shouldn't say a long time since I've done a conference, but the last one where it was really exciting and you felt it in the room was right before COVID. I presented at Ignite and you could feel it. And it was a non-technical conference or non-technical talk. And sometimes the technical is great, but we want to show you all that, this is a step for you, for financial security, for providing for your family, for yourself. And there's so many resources. And so thank you. You got me energized.
Thank you, Sharon. That I am so glad. Okay, so there are lots of questions, but before we get there, how many of you want to see the Icons trailer? Because I know there's a lot of ping going on. Anyone who wants to see Icons trailer, put it in the chat. We will definitely do at the end, but before that, we will do the Q&A. Okay, perfect. So stay till the end. We will do that 90-second trailer. I think it's 1-minute trailer. So we'll do that one. Okay. Okay. So before we started Q&A, go to the Q&A tab and vote for the top questions that you have, you want us to answer, because there's a bunch of questions that's come in. If it's not, they go ahead. I will start to take few things, and we'll go. How can we get Azure for free? I could not get one without paying for exercises, Nandita. I know this question keeps coming up, but I think we should answer that one.
Okay. Yeah, and I can start, and Julianne, feel free to jump in as well. But I'll call out that only the learning paths, as you're going through some of the exercises there, you may need to, apply for an Azure subscription. However, all the learning paths are designed such that you will be able to complete them with a free trial subscription, right? So you're never going to have to really pay out of pocket. One thing I will call out is the open AI scenario that's part of this challenge that you all are taking does require you to have a company email address. So if you are employed currently, you can definitely attempt that specific scenario with your company email address. Julianne, is there anything you want to add to that?
That was spot on. Yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, so we answered that one. The second question is, how much programming understanding is needed to achieve mastery in AI? Iman, I'll give you is you need to have the basic understanding of AI, which is the technical. So if you have the basic technical skills, go get the basic understanding of AI, which is the certification. Once you get that, go get the credentialing, which is level 2. So you do need to understand how the new services work. Otherwise, you may get into the credentials and you're like, I don't know anything about AI. I don't know where to start. But start with the basic certification, which is available in Coursera. So do apply for that scholarship. When that's available, we'll make it accessible. But if you still want to go and learn, is there any other way, Nandita? Do we have any general use for AI? And I know you're bringing something to the market.
Yeah, so I'll also let Sharon speak to this, but what I'll start with is that, yes, Azure AI Fundamentals certification is that first sort of entry into that, understanding Microsoft AI technologies. Now, depending on where you are at your skill level, maybe you need a precursor to even that, just basic computer skills, technical skills, and so on. So we do offer some professional certificates on LinkedIn Learning, which provide tech fluency. So you could start there. Then the next thing could be your Azure AI Fundamental certification. And Chaitra, I think you have a process for that through
Yes.
Debbie to get a scholarship. So that's amazing. And then, start to explore the AI specific applied skills credentials, which are more at that intermediate level and help you then start applying the knowledge you've gained, right? So you move from acquiring knowledge to applying knowledge and showcase to your future employers that, hey, I can do the job. I'm ready for the project.
Exactly. Perfect. The question is, do recruiters look for these certs? Absolutely, yes, yes, yes. They're looking for people who can actually deliver projects, not just talk about AI, not just talk about ChatGPT, actually go do the work. So they are looking for it. This kind of validates that you have some a capability to come into a project and deliver immediately. So I would say whoever I have spoken to, who are in our ecosystem, everyone is asking for this credential. So when Nandita came to us and said, we have this cool technology that can do it, we said, let's go do the challenge and get people ready. Okay. How do I use AI as a recent graduate to support my job search and earlier career development? Great question. First, get credentials done, certifications done, basic skills needs to be there. And the second one is start networking with people because they want to see what you can do and how you can collaborate with them, because the soft skills is also very important to help you get access to it. Tahira, I'll give you an example. I actually did a call out to our community that I have dollars to do micro projects in AI. Imagine how many people applied. Not many people. So when you see people saying, hey, they have some projects working on it, go for it. Meet with them and say how you can provide value. If you are not going to show up, no one is going to give you those beautiful $80,000 jobs in your plate. You have to show up and do it. Okay. So make that effort to be in the community and show up and do what you can add value. Network very heavily. How do I leverage your certification during the job application and interview process? Any one of you want to add this one, or do you want me to take it?
Go for it, Chaitra. I'm happy to add to whatever you say.
So how do I leverage? Most of the time when you're having a conversation with a hiring manager, they're looking at few things. Do you have the capability to solve the problem? Do you have a skills to communicate? And do you have the certifications to know that you actually know what you're talking about? It just validates. And the certification shows me something. You have the grit, you have the capacity, you know how to time block to get things done. And it gives you a personality about you, because 80% of the world cannot get a certifications done. So that means they don't have that grit to get through those steps, to get from start to end. They don't have the planning skills. So certification allows to us a window of how you go into the market. So if you're coming in with a certification, you already have that a positioning that says you can get things done. So that's why you need to have those certification. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. And, the only thing I would add here is that, both applied skills and our Microsoft certifications, the way we design them, right? So if you think of the psychometrics behind all of these things, is that we are designing such that when you validate your skills or take that exam, right, you are going through a process that is very curated, such that when you come out of it and earn that credential, we as Microsoft can confidently say this person has these skills, right? And so you're going through a process that then, gives you the street creds to go show your hiring managers or current employers.
Agreed, completely agree. Seriously though, how do I stay motivated and track for these cert prep? Well, it's your life, it's your career. If you want an $80,000 job, you will figure out the seriousness. Very simple. I don't even have to motivate you. Your life, your family, and your community needs to motivate you to show up. And if certs are the process, then you have to put in that time and time block. Learn how to time block and get it done. I wish I could
And
give you a magic pill.
Chaitra, I just would like to add something is that once you start learning and start seeing your capabilities flourishing, that will give you the motivation to keep going. I mean, it happened to me. So when I start learning new technology, start doing, and something works, and something that you took probably 3 to 4 days to build it, and then finally clicked it, and finally worked, and finally built, or whatever it is the case, it gives you the spark that you needed to keep going. So
Agreed. I love it. Julian, like I would tell my kids, if you're not motivated, then don't do it.
Yeah.
But if this is something you really need to become who you want to become, then do it, right? You have to go through the grind. Nothing comes as simple as TikTok videos. Let me tell you that. You still have to work at it. Okay.
And I have to, once again remind you what Chaitra said about that triple skills mastery, right? And so if adding an AI skill is going to get you to that triple skill level, then, that's what you go do, right? And
Exactly. Exactly.
it's awesome.
I do assess my team and saying, are they adding more skills? Because they have to develop themselves. Because, everyone stays 3 to 5 years. So if they are staying, you get the best skills for you to grow to where you want to grow. And then you're contributing to their success in the right way. I'm a recent grad from Stanford University. Which certification would you recommend as I get as a young tech into a post-grad job search? I have access to LinkedIn Learning. Fatima, please go and apply for the Skills Challenge. There are 4 courses that we have identified that allows you to get ready for the AI Ops capabilities every company is looking for. So those 4 credentials that is available for you. So just go for it. It will take you 4 to 6 weeks and you will be done. You should be very, very marketable in the ecosystem. I'm employed for over a year and I've been upskilling with certification and received my MS in Agile Project Management. What path do you recommend that will help me find employment? At this moment, Agile Project Management and DevSecOps capability is what the companies are looking for. And product management is also people are looking for because a lot of the tech requires a product management. So if I recommend is try to come closer to what the CEO is talking about, come closer to the customer management, you will usually get the jobs because it's much harder for people to really manage customers. That's where the real money is, or very close to the code where the code is developed. So kind of try to be close to the customer or the code. Are you okay with that? Do anything? Okay. Does the certification voucher gives us the opportunity for open opportunities at Microsoft entry level? I wish I could answer that. That is something I will ask the Microsoft people.
So we, this is not really within our team, but I do know that there are teams within Microsoft that help with the tech fluency and then the career jobs and things like that. And so, Chaitra, if you work with Nagma on this, this is where you'll get more answers. I don't
Sure.
have an answer today, though.
I wish I had a magic wand to get you those internship jobs. Really, at the end of the day, certification gives the personality you are, and then you have the skills to go deliver the outcome. The second one is you have to apply to those internship roles when it opens up, so keep an eye on it. And then keep close eye to the Women in Cloud announcements. There's always the recruiters are looking and they are asking for us to do programming. Apply for it. If you don't apply in a form, you will not be invited to other opportunities. So do make sure you're actively engaged. What measures can be taken to ensure AI development is inclusive and considers diverse perspective? That particular topic, I will tell you, is a 5-hour debate topic. And I will keep that one as a topic for a roundtable because this is not the place to have those conversations because it's policy driven. Is that good? So we will get you back and invite you to be part of the debate conversations. Okay, because everyone has an opinion on that one. But we all have to build a responsible AI technology so it's inclusive and nobody's left behind. The next one I have is someone has lost a sales position at AWS and was approved for this program, don't have a Microsoft Azure background. I wasn't sure which module was less technical. Anything you can add, or we should take it offline?
Here's where we should say that, hey, maybe start with one of the fundamentals certifications as your starting point. Depending on the interest and choice, we have 8 different types of fundamental certifications from Power Platforms, AI, data, security, Azure, of course, and a few others, M365. So whatever their interest is, they can choose a certification.
Okay, so we still have another 25 questions, but I'm going to pick something that one is really, that is generic, so we can really get to advantage for all. How AI can be used to start a new business in import and export for a second source of income. Sadanand, that is something you need to go figure out what your customers are looking for. I can't help you with that. But what I can tell you is get certified, get the skills so you can build the technology on the Microsoft platform. You can use the services. And once you have a technology, reach out to me and we can help you how to really do a go-to-market into the ecosystem. There's a lot of layoffs happening in the tech world. So how will folks just with just certification get interviews. Never ever you will get interview because you have certification. It just makes it easy to get an interview. You have to be fit for the role, and you have to know the people. Right now, what I am seeing, because the market is a little tight, if you know somebody and they are looking for a problem to be solved, if they have worked with you in the past, they're pulling you into those roles. Nobody's automatically getting those jobs right away. So if you have contributed to someone in the past or will be contributing to someone in current or future, start engaging with them. Start with those 5 people, engage with them, know them, and see how you can solve the problem. When you come to the table to help, you really need to know how you can serve them. And if you don't have that skills, usually you will not get the job. That's just what the reality is. Um, Okay, it says, does it really take 30 days to gain access to the opportunity to learn? I just got an email. It says 30 days to get. Well, we have given a space so that we have 30 days, but usually Marissa on our team really approves within 5 to 7 days. If the demand is a lot and based on the application, we approve it. But we have given space for us, but usually we make sure that you get the access before 30 days. Once you get approved, you actually get into the digital network. We have a welcome. Then you have a weekly accountable submission form that allows you to basically put in the submission of how you're doing every single week. And then we talk about the applied skills, what it is, and also the IDC research, what it is, and then how to earn the Apply Skills Challenge. So we have an overview of how to apply, how to get started, and these are the 4 courses. So when you click on it, it tells you the intent, what is the task you will be performing, and the process to earn the credential. So that's what the 4 courses are part of this challenge. And then here are the eligibility requirements for you to basically participate in the challenge if you want to win those prizes. The prizes is a mock interview, LinkedIn review, and resume review. And once you're done, you also have to submit a proof of completion to enter. Here is all the FAQ questions, and all the recordings from our session is available here. And if you want to share this opportunity with your network, you can share it with that. And then you also have is a community chat, which allows you to basically engage with people in the chat. You can chat with us directly. So this gives you access to everything. You can go to the discovery of all the resources that are available in the group. So you have that. And the members who are close to you, who are far from you. So let's say if I want to see who's near me, it will tell me like these are all the people who are very much close to my house or my place. Who are the newest people who are here? So you can network with them, and who is online at this moment, you also get to see them. And all the events that are coming, if since there's nothing, you won't see anything, but everything is available in the get started capability. Okay, that's what is available, so you can have it. Is that helpful for all of you? Put it in the chat saying yes. Okay, so before we go into the last section, tell me what were your takeaways from being on this call and one action you will take. And you can use the emoji too. So tell me what were your takeaways and one action you will take. And when you write it, you will remember it and you will make that as your destiny, and also you'll achieve it. Apply. Yes, apply now, right away. Don't miss it, because you never know when these opportunities come and go. AI is essential. Start learning as soon as possible. AI upskilling is possible. Continue with my certification. Oh, I love it. I love that emoji. Look at that. Upskill, apply, great resources, path, and community. I will practice AI in my application after finishing an upskill. Please do it. I truly believe you can do it. Hopefully you got what you were looking for today. And if you do, please make sure you go ahead and like things that are available for you or participate. And then also reach out to Nandita, Sharon, and Julian. They did a fabulous job. Thank you all to all of you for creating fabulous access. I think we are going to create huge and humongous momentum for everyone who is part of our community. Again, thank you for being with us today. Anything, closing thoughts, Nandita, Julian, Sharon, before we wrap up?
Just a huge thanks. Thank you so much for having us here. We're so grateful to be here and share about applied skills and just see all the momentum and excitement. That for me was even more heartwarming than anything. And, and we really wish everybody, excellence and, confidence in taking this journey on.
Awesome, Nandita. I want each one of you to find a GIF for them and share your gratitude for what they are doing for us. Share the GIF, the emoji of how much grateful you are, because if they were not there, you won't be getting ready in AI. So, Sharon, Julian, any thoughts?
Yeah, it's just appreciation. I think that's the word that I have here, and gratitude. Thanks for including me and welcoming me to this beautiful community. I'm super excited, and you can keep counting on me.
Thank you. Look at that. Look at the emojis. What a cool emojis people are sharing. This is for all three of you. Thank you. And thank you for making Tuesday amazing for all of us. And with that, bye. See ya. Looking forward to connecting with you soon.